Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The NFL world has been absolutely buzzing behind the scenes. And when something like this starts circulating, you can almost feel the tension building among fans, insiders, and analysts who live for moments like these. The Pittsburgh Steelers, a franchise known for tradition, stability, and calculated moves, are suddenly at the center of one of the most explosive rumors of the season. Whispers coming out of league circles suggest that the team may have pulled off a shocking move by securing a surprise reinforcement in Myles Garrett, a name that instantly commands respect and fear across the league. This is the kind of rumor that doesn't just pop up randomly. It grows quietly before erupting into conversation everywhere. The idea of Garrett wearing black and gold feels surreal, almost too bold to be true, but that's exactly why people can't stop talking about it. The Steelers are not usually associated with flashy, headline-grabbing decisions. Yet this speculation hints at a front office that may be ready to break from tradition in pursuit of dominance. When fans start connecting dots, reading between the lines of interviews, and noticing subtle shifts in messaging, these rumors begin to feel less like fantasy and more like a possible turning point. What makes this speculation even more intense is the suggestion that this potential signing didn't come without consequences. According to the chatter, the Steelers may have decided to cut ties with a respected veteran to make room for this bold move. This is where the story takes on a more emotional tone, because veterans are often the backbone of locker rooms, leaders who carry institutional knowledge and command respect. Letting go of such a player sends a clear message that sentimentality is taking a back seat to ambition. The front office, if these rumors are accurate, seems willing to make uncomfortable decisions to reshape the roster in a dramatic way. Fans are torn between excitement and unease, because while the thought of adding an elite defensive force is thrilling, losing a familiar and trusted presence can feel like the end of an era. This kind of move suggests urgency, a belief that the window to compete at the highest level is open right now, and that standing still is no longer an option. The idea of Myles Garrett joining the Steelers' defense has sparked endless debates among analysts and fans alike. People are imagining how his explosiveness, power, and relentless motor would blend with the team's defensive identity. The Steelers have long been associated with physical, intimidating defense, and Garrett fits that image almost too perfectly. Speculation suggests that coaches see him not just as a pass rusher, but as a tone setter, someone who changes game plans before the ball is even snapped. Opposing offenses would have to account for his presence on every play, which could open opportunities for other defenders to thrive. This rumor has people revisiting old footage, analyzing hypothetical alignments, and dreaming about what could be if this move becomes reality. The excitement is amplified by the secrecy surrounding it, because when teams operate quietly, it often means something significant is brewing beneath the surface. At the same time, the rumored departure of a veteran has added layers of intrigue and speculation. Fans are asking which player it could be, what role he played behind the scenes, and whether this decision was purely financial or philosophical. Some believe the Steelers are signaling a shift toward a younger, more explosive core, even if it means sacrificing experience. Others think this could be about sending a message to the locker room that no one is untouchable. These kinds of moves can redefine a team's culture overnight, for better or worse. If the rumors are true, the front office is betting that the energy and impact of a superstar addition outweigh the stability provided by a seasoned veteran. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario that has everyone watching closely, waiting for confirmation or denial. Another fascinating angle to this rumor is how quietly it seems to have developed. There are no dramatic leaks, no public demands, no obvious signs pointing directly to this outcome. Instead, the story appears to have grown from subtle hints, vague comments, and sudden changes in tone from team insiders. This has led many to believe that if something is indeed happening, it was carefully planned and executed behind closed doors. The Steelers are known for discretion, and this rumor fits that pattern perfectly. When a team like this makes noise, it usually means they are serious. The possibility of landing a player of Garrett's caliber without a public bidding war only adds to the mystique and shock value of the story. As the rumor continues to spread, fans are refreshing feeds, debating in comment sections, and bracing themselves for what could be one of the most dramatic roster shakeups in recent memory. Whether this speculation turns into reality or fades away, it has already succeeded in one thing: capturing the attention of the entire football world. The Steelers are no longer just a team preparing quietly. They are now the subject of intense curiosity and anticipation. If this move happens, it could redefine expectations, reshape the defensive landscape, and signal that the franchise is ready to take a bold leap into a new chapter. The second part of this unfolding story dives even deeper into the potential implications, and this is where things start to feel even more dramatic and unpredictable. If the Steelers truly managed to secure Myles Garrett, the ripple effects would be felt far beyond the locker room. League insiders are speculating that this move would instantly shift how the Steelers are perceived by opponents, media, and even their own fan base. The defense would no longer be seen as simply solid or reliable, but as potentially terrifying. Garrett's reputation alone changes how offenses prepare, forcing coordinators to dedicate extra attention, adjust protections, and limit play-calling creativity. This kind of influence is rare, and that's why the rumor feels so explosive. It suggests that the Steelers are not just aiming to compete, but to intimidate and dominate, embracing a philosophy that echoes their most feared eras. The emotional weight of cutting a veteran, however, cannot be ignored, and that's where the story becomes more complex. Veterans often serve as the glue that holds teams together during adversity. They mentor younger players, set daily standards, and provide calm when pressure rises. Letting one go in favor of a blockbuster addition can create mixed reactions inside the building. Some players may feel energized by the ambition, while others may quietly question loyalty and stability. Speculation suggests that the coaching staff has weighed these risks carefully, believing that the locker room can absorb the shock. This decision, if true, reflects confidence in leadership and belief that the team's culture is strong enough to handle disruption. Fans are also speculating about the financial gymnastics that would be required to make such a move happen. Even without concrete details, it's clear that bringing in a superstar while moving on from a veteran involves delicate balancing. This has fueled conversations about long-term planning versus immediate impact. Are the Steelers pushing their chips to the center of the table, or is this a calculated move that still preserves flexibility? The rumor suggests a front office that sees an opportunity and refuses to let it pass, even if it means taking calculated risks. That kind of mindset can redefine a franchise's trajectory, especially if the gamble pays off. Another layer to this speculation is how it might influence future decisions. A move of this magnitude could attract other players who want to be part of something special. Stars talk, agents talk, and reputations spread quickly. If the Steelers are perceived as aggressive and committed to winning at all costs, that image could become a powerful recruiting tool. On the flip side, some might view the veteran cut as a warning sign, a reminder that longevity and loyalty have limits. This duality is what makes the rumor so compelling, because it touches on both hope and fear, excitement and uncertainty. From a strategic standpoint, the addition of Garrett would give the Steelers endless options. Coaches could experiment with alignments, create mismatches, and unleash creative pressure packages that keep opponents guessing. Speculation suggests that this flexibility is a major reason why the front office would pursue such a move. Defense wins championships, as the saying goes, and adding a generational talent could be seen as the missing piece. The rumored veteran departure, while painful, might simply be collateral damage in a bigger plan designed to elevate the team to elite status. As the story continues to circulate, one thing is clear. This rumor has already changed the conversation around Steelers. They are no longer just part of the league's background noise. They're at the center of speculation that feels bold, risky, and transformative. Whether this ends in confirmation or disappointment, the idea alone has ignited imagination and debate. If it becomes reality, it will be remembered as a moment when the Steelers chose ambition over comfort, shock over predictability, and possibility over caution. The second part of this rumor continues to grow in intensity as more speculative layers are added to the conversation. And what stands out most is how this alleged move could completely redefine the internal dynamics of the Steelers organization. If the front office truly decided to bring in a player of Myles Garrett's stature, it would signal a clear shift in priorities, one that places immediate impact above long-term comfort. Inside the building, this kind of decision would likely spark a mix of adrenaline and silent reflection. Younger players might see this as proof that the franchise is serious about competing at the highest level right now, while others could quietly wonder how secure their own roles really are. Rumors suggest that meetings behind closed doors may have emphasized accountability, urgency, and the idea that every position must justify its existence. This atmosphere, while intense, can also be incredibly motivating. When a team senses that management is willing to make bold, even ruthless choices, it often raises the competitive temperature across the roster, pushing everyone to elevate their performance or risk being left behind. Another angle fueling speculation is how this rumored signing could reshape the leadership hierarchy on the defensive side of the ball. Myles Garrett is not just known for physical dominance, but for the presence he brings into any room. If he were to arrive in Pittsburgh, the balance of influence among defensive leaders could shift almost instantly. Veterans who once set the tone might find themselves sharing that space or stepping back entirely. This kind of transition is rarely smooth, but it can be transformative if handled correctly. The rumor implies that coaches believe this defense is ready for that evolution, that the group can absorb a new alpha figure without fracturing. Fans are imagining practices that feel more intense, film sessions that carry more weight, and a defense that feeds off a new kind of energy. These are the intangible effects people are talking about, the ones that never show up on stat sheets but often define successful teams. The rumored veteran cut continues to hang over this story like a shadow, adding emotional depth and controversy. Speculation suggests that this player was respected not only for on-field contributions, but for professionalism and loyalty. Letting someone like that go can feel like a betrayal to fans who value continuity and identity. Yet, from another perspective, it reinforces the idea that the Steelers are entering a new phase, one where past achievements no longer guarantee future security. This tension between tradition and transformation is at the heart of the rumor. Supporters are split between nostalgia and excitement, torn between honoring what was and embracing what could be. That internal conflict is what makes this story so powerful, because it forces everyone to confront what they truly want from their team. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. There is also growing speculation about how this move would resonate across the league. Rival teams would undoubtedly take notice, not just because of Garrett's talent, but because of what the decision represents. It would send a message that the Steelers are willing to disrupt expectations and challenge the status quo. Analysts are already imagining how opposing coaches would adjust their preparation, knowing that a single defensive player could derail entire offensive strategies. This kind of psychological edge is rare, and rumors suggest that the Steelers value it highly. The idea is not just to win, but to impose a presence that lingers in opponents' minds long before and after matchups. Financial whispers add yet another layer to the speculation. People are debating how the front office could structure such a move without compromising future flexibility. Some believe this rumored veteran release was a calculated sacrifice designed to open doors for something bigger. Others think there may be additional adjustments coming, smaller moves that have yet to surface. This uncertainty keeps fans guessing and fuels endless discussion. The rumor paints a picture of a chessboard in motion, with pieces being repositioned for a much larger play that may not be fully visible yet. As this second wave of speculation unfolds, one thing becomes undeniable. The Steelers are being talked about in a completely different way. This rumor has injected drama, hope, fear, and anticipation into the fan base all at once. Whether or not it becomes reality, the narrative alone has shifted perceptions. It suggests a franchise that may be ready to gamble on greatness, even if it means breaking hearts along the way. And in the world of sports, those are the stories that linger, the ones that fans remember long after the rumors fade or explode into truth. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.